Oh, Ip.
Oh, hey!
Welcome, everybody. It's another Ramble Radio.
But it's video.
Okay.
All right.
But
Yeah.
as sure as you were convinced it was nothing but Antifa in disguise on January 6th.
You're going to tell me there's not a giant Jewish space laser that's setting the world on fire?
It's also
Come on.
radio. It is.
Open your eyes, Jerry. The Jewish space laser.
My buddy Mark had a really funny post. He said if there actually was a Jewish space laser, Marjorie Taylor Greene would have been toast by now.
They never think of that. They never they think there's a conspiracy against everything.
They wouldn't just slaughter every neo-Nazi hangout. They wouldn't just zap it. Like, fuck you guys. Boom. We're not going through this shit again.
Like there'd be any settlement on the West Bank left.
Right.
If they had a giant laser up in space.
It's so stupid. Oh, God.
Fucking hate all of them.
I know. It's not just you and I, though.
Who is it?
Right over there, manning the Jewish space laser. It's Cody Villafania right
Guys,
are you up in space right now at the laser?
Yes.
I am.
He's up there.
Look, I have to apologize. I fucked up.
what?
Last Ramble Radio,
Yeah.
I had the wrong background up, and it said the Ramble, and I probably confused
Oh, that's
a lot of
right.
people.
You
Dude,
probably confused a lot of people.
So many people are going to complain.
I did switch it to the proper background here, but I'm deeply sorry for messing that up.
You know, let me just say something right now. Andrea is dealing with some dental issues. She has a massive toothache. Jack is with her right now.
Yeah.
You were so lucky, Cody, that Ramble Corporate wasn't. Had he been right here, I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what would have happened.
Yeah. Well, I
been-
know we're going to get angry emails, so I'm just sort of preempting those as much as possible.
But you're going to take the blame on this. You know that, right?
You have to.
They're all
No,
gonna
I
blame
just fell
you.
on the sword right here.
All right.
It's fine.
But you know.
So is do we think Deshaun Watson's been traded by the time this airs?
I don't know who is going to give up
How
what they have
can
to
you
give
now?
up to get him.
Houston Texan fans must love this. Going, okay, maybe there's a chance he stays now. Because,
I think there is a chance he stays.
Because who's going to pony up?
Well, and aren't teams like the Jets like kind of wiped out of their of draft picks or something like that?
I mean, okay, here's my question now.
Miami has some draft picks. And
Miami
they can trade Tua.
Let me ask you this. If you are Jacksonville, do you just say, fuck it, give me Watson for Trevor Lawrence right now?
I would take Watson over Trevor Lawrence.
I think I might.
Because you don't know how good Trevor Lawrence is.
You already know Watson's good.
And Trevor Lawrence's play in college football has declined over the last 3 years.
I don't think that would be enough. I mean,
right, it might not be enough. You're right, but
they would give up more than that, I would think.
You probably have to get up to your number one this year, probably your number one next year.
Yeah, man.
The Jets. Sorry, the Jets have like 2 first rounders, but they'd have to basically forfeit their future.
Do they still have Sam Darnold? Is that technically their starting quarterback?
Yeah,
technically.
You would only trade for a player like that with that much draft capital if you think you're 1 or 2 people away. Why would the Jets do that? You're trading away your future for one quarterback.
Yeah,
and the rest of the team is going to suck.
Yeah, I think that's just where Watson wants to go.
Is New York?
Is the Jets? Yeah.
Yeah, just because he's instant. It ain't his fault. You know what I mean? Like you are any problem the Jets have is not
Miami's
on you.
Close.
Yeah.
Miami's got a good defense.
They could.
Miami's close.
That might be interesting if he goes to Miami to see like Miami Buffalo becomes must watch every year, right?
Yeah.
Every game.
Miami's
like,
close.
oh,
Miami's not far away from being the second best team in the AFC.
Yeah.
Behind the Chiefs.
Man.
They're not far away.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fucking. But you know we have bigger fish to fry here. Let's get to our maybe sponsor first.
Oh.
No.
Well, we can do that too. That works fine. This is CBD products. All of them. The tinctures, the gummies, the vape juice, the vape pods, the pet products, the lotions. Use broad spectrum CBD oil. The broadest, right, Eddie?
It's
the broadest you've ever seen. Is it the broadest you've ever seen? Oh, what?
It's about to pick up.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's no THC. The combustibles, which Eddie's a big combustible guy.
That's me.
Yeah. Eddie, do you mind if I air your business real quick?
No, go ahead. I'm open book.
Colton called me crying the other night because he said that he just walked in and said, "Daddy, what's a combustible?" and you broke like 8 of his Legos, I think, as a lesson.
I didn't break the Legos. I actually physically took them and threw them in the dumpster. I got they're
wow.
gone.
Wow.
And it wasn't just 8, it was the entire Lego collection.
But guess what? I bet that kid knows what a combustible is now, right?
He'll never forget.
See? There it is.
He'll never forget.
There it is. The combustibles, the flowers and the pre-rolls, less than 0.3%. The hemp Vita will only use industrial hemp grown in the USA. It's organic. And Cody had us all dancing to this back in, was it 2003? No GMOs, no GMOs. The CBD is legal. It will not get you high. All of hemp Vita's
Do you miss Hacksaw coming in at all?
A little. I'm not going to lie. A little bit.
It's been a while
You know what I don't miss? The weird smell Andre would have afterwards. That's the only thing I don't miss. She smelled a little funky after he would leave.
Like mulch?
It was very mulchy. Mildew and mulch combined. If you could just...
Oh, that's a rough odor to get out of the sheets.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. All of MBS products made the 2018 Farm Bill, which is signed into law December of 2018, effectively legalizing hemp at the federal level by removing it from the federal list of controlled substances and classifying it as an agricultural commodity. Now, okay, I think both of you fellas are in at this point. But guess what? You go to hempvita.com, you type in Ramble as the promo code, RAMBLE.
Yeah,
15%
I'm in.
off.
I'm in. Take all of it.
Take it all. Take it all. Take it all.
Here's my ATM number. Take it all.
There it is. Bam. There is. Oh, man. Here are my draft picks. Everything you need, it's there. So there we go. So Hempvita. Uh-oh. That's without any further ado, you know what that means. It is time. Whoa. It is time to bring up our... All right, can we just talk about how stacked we are so far? Can I read off everything to see how stacked we are right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting with the returning ballaters.
I mean, and...
The legacy nominees?
Eddie, Cody, the legacy nominees, in a perfect world, are already in.
They're first ballot guys.
It's just crazy how stacked this is. It's John Madden, Orson Welles, and Gerard Depardieu. Then we have, I mean, and then so here's the thing. Look, I don't want to minimize what this guy's done on the diamond, on the mound, but Cody, I mean, John Smoltz level heat he brought right off the bat with George Lucas. I mean, that was Nolan Ryan's over 100-mile-an-hour fastball right there. Like,
I mean, you think he has the brown robe already?
Yes, you're like, how is Lucas?
How does he not have a brown robe?
Andrea again, wild card Andrea tosses in Steve Harvey. Who knows? Which I can see and can't see. It's like Vision being alive or dead in WandaVision. Right. I can see it. I can also not.
She got Roseanne in there last time.
She got Roseanne in. She's on the streak. Eddie brings Oliver Hardy to the table of Laurel and Hardy fame, and I bring Darth Vader himself, James Earl Jones. And then you think, okay, can we give us a break here with John Goodman,
courtesy flush or something? Come on.
Right. Peter Falk.
Wow. Yeah.
Burl Ives. I think Burl Ives' name alone should put it. You know that guy takes awful shits.
It sounds like a shit. I just dropped off a Burl Ives.
Right.
It sounds like a shit.
You know, it was funny. I couldn't
stop. It's like Borgnine.
Yeah. And I couldn't stop laughing from Cody's choice from Ramble 169, I think it was, because Dr. Phil was on the other day. And okay, look, this is really mean, but it was like this 55-year-old chick who was convinced she was being catfished, and she was convinced she was in a relationship with Nikki Sixx and Bret Michaels. And then I thought it was the meanest thing Dr. Phil could have ever done. Do you know what he did? He brought on Nikki Sixx and his wife. Nikki Sixx's supermodel wife. To basically, I mean, all Dr. Phil did everything but go, now look at her and look at you. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, I mean, he was just that close. Here's what I want you to do, darling. Take a look at her, and then we're going to give you a pocket mirror. You know, like it was that fucking. But anyway, Dr. Phil, Eddie brings Kathleen Turner to the table, and I'm rocking.
Current Kathleen Turner.
Not
Kathleen 80s Turner. Kathleen Turner.
Current Kathleen, and I'm bringing Wilford Brimley.
Good one.
Now,
all good.
Ramble 171. I think this one's to Cody. Who's in, baby? Who you bringing?
Well, I'm going with someone who is in another Hall of Fame. So this could be, and I think maybe even multiple Halls of Fame.
Wow. Okay.
So already Hall of Famer. This would obviously be more prestigious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, by far.
I am going with Coach Mike Ditka.
Oh!
Ditka.
All those
Throw out his
brats and beer, baby.
Throw out his personal views and just look at the body of work. Just look at the body of work.
And you have, that's a great one, man.
Just focus on the body of work.
Oh, I wonder if he made that Ricky Williams trade while dropping one of those room clearing dumps. Eddie, who are you bringing?
I thought long and hard about this one.
Okay, all right.
Someone I think he kind of gets under the radar a little bit because he's a controversial figure.
Okay.
I think a lot of people don't really think of him when they think room clearing dump. But I think once you look at a photo and then you really start to put it together, you're like, yeah, this guy absolutely cleared his share of rooms in his prime. Filmmaker Michael Moore.
Oh!
Yeah, that's good.
Wow. How about that?
Because he doesn't look like anything healthy goes in or out of his body. So I can only imagine what the odor would be.
No, wow. Bowling for a air freshener is what he's doing. Man. Wow. My pick, I can't believe nobody's gone with this guy yet. I'm gonna have to go. Known as one of the greatest actors of all time.
Oh,
Marlon Brando. That's my pick. Marlon Brando.
That's a good one.
I think that's the reason they actually nuked the Apocalypse Now set was just to clear.
They napalmed it.
It
was the only way to get the odor out.
Only way to get the odor. Imagine in that 110-degree heat, that guy's just dropping them. Oh, fuck. There's no way. Dennis Hopper was never the same.
Oh.
Dennis Hopper actually just was that character the rest of his career because I think he just was so close it just wired him, and then that was it.
So we're going to do the same thing we did last time. We'll have a Google Doc that has, or Google Sheet that has all of the nominees on there. You'll pick your 3 favorites. Only vote once. We will throw out multiple votes.
We're not fucking around here.
There will be no ballot stuffing.
No stealing the election here.
And when is this going to be up, Cody? Friday when this airs, probably?
Yeah, by the time this is Friday, you'll find it on Twitter or the Facebook fan group.
We'll start posting it.
And we'll post it.
And then do we announce the winners on
next Tuesday?
So we have 3 days. You guys have 3 days. 4 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday to vote and get this in. This is exciting. This is damned exciting. Wow. What? Do we say it one more time? Let's go over everybody. Here's who's left. John Madden. Orson Welles. Cody, do you already have this, or do I need to send you all these?
You'll need to send them.
Okay. John Madden, Orson Welles, Gerard Depardieu, George Lucas, Steve Harvey, Oliver Hardy, James Earl Jones, John Goodman, Peter Falk, Burl Ives, Dr. Phil McGraw, Kathleen Turner, Wilford Brimley, Coach Mike Ditka, Michael Moore, and Marlon Brando. That is who is in right now. How exciting. Wow. And then remember, we have just one more month of us.
Do we spend February accumulating the players for the brackets for March Sadness?
Oh.
And then every week of March Sadness, we have the voting.
Yes. I think that might be the way to go. Yeah.
So all of February, we're compiling Ramblers nominees and everybody else's nominees for the March Sadness bracket.
So we just announced the Rambler entries in February.
And then every Friday Ramble, we announce the winner of those
in March
of those rounds.
In March, we announce the winners of the rounds. I like this.
Every Friday. Right, and then at the end of Friday, we have our single entrant.
Get those emails in. ramble@theramblepod.com. Stall of Fame should be the subject line, and let's do this. So, man, now I hate to ruin this because we've been having a lot of fun, but
okay, Skeletor. It's I don't know what's like on Eternia, but the weather here, we're getting back into spring, and I know March is a big time coming up for or February and March in California. Anyway, you do a lot of spring cleaning. You get in there and start, getting rid of old stuff. Are you anything you're getting rid of right? Anything you're cleaning out of the garage?
I'm sick and tired of being seen as the bad guy, so I think it's time to give back to the community. I've put my finances together, and I'm opening the Skeletor Memorial Children's Hospital of Eternia. It's the basic idea of a hospital. But, okay, get this. However many patients we have will be one bed shy, and then 2 random parents have to fight to the death for the last bed, and that will be televised on my pay-per-view network. So I guess you could say I'm doing a double dose of good to the community. Alrighty.
I don't know how he thinks that's a double dose
of good. And did he even answer your question?
Oh, absolutely not. I don't expect anyone to ever answer my questions. That's just
technically we're spring cleaning dead families. So yeah, okay, you happy?
Okay, so I guess he's clearing out the dead. That's his spring cleaning that he's responsible for.
Jesus. Did I make their kid sick? Huh? Did I fucking do it? No. They have a sick fucking kid. They deal with it. All right.
So much sympathy.
Jesus Christ, this guy. Cody, I'm really sorry, man.
Yeah. I'm skipping Sundance for this. So you can find me at Cinesnob Cody on Twitter. You can also find my podcast, the Cinesnob Podcast, ReMCU, and Corn Stream available wherever you get podcasts.
There we go. Look at that.
Nice. Patreon, 5 days a week. We're a Ralph Report.
Bam.
Tuesdays, Fridays, we got Ramble Radio. Wednesdays, we got Ramble Proper. Thursdays, we got Goodwill of Hunting. We just did Vacation, I hope.
I think so. It's going to happen. It happened.
We'll see.
You heard it. I think you heard it.
It happened. It definitely happened.
I'm feeling it.
You give Cody another movie to watch this week.
Give Cody yet another one. We're not. He's like he can't. We don't even give him a break. How fucking awful are we? He just basically dropped a hint of I've watched 17 movies in 4 days. He kind of just subtly said, "Do we have to do this? Do we give him a week off? Another week off, Eddie? What do you think?
We can
Cody,
do that.
Do you want another week off? We can take another week off.
We'll discuss. Maybe I'll see how I'm feeling by like Tuesday when this festival's over.
All right. We'll do it. So now that you know, if you're wondering why there wasn't, if there happened to not be one yesterday, now you know.
Could you imagine if he was like slammed? He was like, "No, I'm going to do it," and this was the week we did Cobra. And, like he had to shoehorn in Cobra to all those other movies he was watching. So he's sitting there watching it, just hating us.
I think he never watches another film again. I think we ruined Cody from the art of movies. I think if we made him do that. You're the disease, and I'm the cure. God, Cody's right. One thing I never really realized is how much Stallone is sleepwalking through that whole fucking movie.
That was a choice.
That was a choice.
That was a choice for Cobretti.
You can see me every Monday as a smug nerd on my social media with Eddie as my director. Every Thursday, I put up a new video on my YouTube channel talking video games, so please subscribe to that. And every night except Saturdays, I'm on Twitch, twitch.tv/RetroRocha, 8:30 p.m. Pacific, playing old video games, except on Mondays when Cody and I do Monday Night Football. And is it this? No, last Monday we did the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So this Monday, are we going to just play football or are we back to FIFA? Who knows?
Guess we'll see.
Guess you have to tune in and find out. So thank you all. We love you guys. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye.